Yes, and we are back again
Hello, people.
for episode 4 of the Ball and Knock podcast. I am your host, Sir Tete in the building, and of
Mm-hmm.
course, we have my co host, my co creator, my brethren, Sir Dilford, residential Liverpool fan,
What you
Mo
fall? What you fall?
Salah hater.
What you fall? What you fall?
See it there? On the
What
chest,
you
on the
fall?
crest.
Yeah,
What
man.
are you saying, my friend? How you doing? What is going on?
I'm here chilling, my brother. I'm here chilling.
Mm.
Excited for the local friendly game later, still. But
Hey, well, we'll see. You'll see how far each of us are
hmm
in the preparation for the season. Where it's only 3 weeks away, brother. It's not that far.
I think
Not
it's
that
down to two
far.
now.
Oh, two? See it there now?
Yeah, because the community shield one and
Oh, yes.
Sunday.
Community
Yeah.
Shield, Community Shield. And, my side of Valico Ball, we're going to, forward in. Hopefully, him can get little game time.
Yeah, cauliflower
Cause
sir. Sir.
we're eating pasta, as a residential dad, cauliflower. You go already.
It's a killer cauliflower straight.
Calafiore, you have to say calafiore. You have to say it them way there. But
Yeah, no
either
Italian
way.
over here, so yeah, man.
So my
Mm-hmm.
friend, my friend, my
Mm-hmm.
friend. By the way, actually, before we start,
Yeah.
please, folks, I want you to hit the like button
Mm-hmm.
and the subscribe button. Please share the video with all your friends. As I said, we're still new to this thing. We're trying
Yeah.
to get a little bit more consistent. But as it going, it's not the easiest as life, and we have to do certain things, but we're trying to give you the entertainment, all the content, and we talk
Mm-hmm.
about football in all its glory all over the place. But yes,
Facts.
Ilford, I mean,
So,
where can we start? Where can we start? You mentioned we have a little friendly later, but both of our teams as well as some other giants has
mm-hmm.
played some friendlies in the past week or so.
Yeah.
My team recently played Manchester United, and we won the game 2-1.
Proper
It
victory
was
still.
about, yeah, but it's a proper victory about what I expected.
Mm-hmm.
Manchester United did really well at the beginning when they
Yeah,
had a
man.
couple of their starlets, their youngsters that came in. Um, Lenny Euro actually looked pretty decent. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, as I said, he's very talented, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just unfortunate that he had an injury and he had to come off. And it seems like it's a somewhat serious injury. They're saying he'll be
Three
out
to
for
six
about
weeks.
3 to 6 weeks. He might miss the first 3 games of the season, but I'm hoping
Mm-hmm.
for recovery because you never want to see that. As you remember, Timber for us
Yeah,
was
yeah,
out
yeah.
at
Last
the first
season,
game of the
that big
season last season.
disappointment.
So, but Man U looked decent. They're starting to knock the ball a little bit. Started to get some patterns of play, and then Ten Hag took off a few players, and then we brought on our heavy hitters, and it was about what they expected. I don't think they touched the ball until the penalty shootout. So I mean, from about minute 30
Fear, fear,
till
fear.
penalty shootout, I don't think United touched the ball, and I mean that's what we expected when we brought on our heavy
Yeah.
hitters. I
Mm-hmm.
will say if you're looking at Arsenal and the results for these preseasons, I don't really care as much.
I don't
I
think the
want to
results
look at
matter.
some
It's
of the
about fitness.
performances. Yeah,
Yeah, fitness
fitness
and
and
performance.
performances, and
Mm-hmm.
I will say I'm looking forward if we give this little boy game time. Ethan Waneri,
Yeah.
watch out for that youth. Watch out for that
He was pretty good
youth,
against United the other day.
bro.
I'm still mad about the Arsenal Academy player. Obi.
Chubby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
Sorry,
shouldn't
Chido,
have
Obi
missed him.
man. I mean,
Yeah.
so
That is a big disappointment to me because I
I've
can remember watching
mm,
the I think it was the game where he played against Liverpool, and I think he
mm-hmm,
scored 10 goals.
mm-hmm.
He's 17, but he reminds me of a young Anelka. To be frank.
Listen, he
Mm-hmm.
wanted pathway to the first team, right?
Yeah.
And Arsenal just wasn't able to give it to him at this moment. We offered him a 15K a week contract. Manchester United came in and said, here's 30, and you'll be the third choice striker to Hoyland and Xerxes. That's what's being reported. It's alleged.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm him,
I'm taking
I
him.
don't think it's a bad I don't think it's a bad deal to take. That's just me. Now, granted, right now, you know me. If you want to go
Yeah.
Man United, move and go. Don't let the door hit you on your way out. That's your problem.
No, fuck
But
so.
when I look at it from his standpoint, where you get to play at a big club, you are promised to be third choice as a 17-year-old behind two young strikers who might not even play well. So if they don't play well, there's
You're
probably a
missing
chance that
out.
you do get some game time.
Yep.
Um, I think it's an understandable decision. That's just me. I'm disappointed that him leave my club because the promise was there. But at this point, we're fighting for a title, fam. And because we're fighting for a title, man, I need the sentiment. If you don't want to stay, you don't want to stay.
No,
If you
but
want to leave,
understand.
leave. So, you know?
Here's my point on it. Here's my point on it. I understand that.
Mm.
But even though the manager is still stubborn with playing some of your players forward line, right? So you have only Gabriel Jesus and Kai Havertz as a recognized striker at the moment.
Trossard.
You can also throw Trossard in the mix, but let's be honest, Trossard is being played out wide. So the pathway is not that bad, but if you look at it still, Ethan and Enwari, he's better than him still.
By
If you look
far.
at it. Yeah,
By
so
far.
if Enwari is taking a while to get into the first team, I think he sees his opportunity to go to Manchester United. A building project where he can also make his stamp and make a way to the first team. So it's a better
Mhm.
option, but still I think Arsenal could have used a young, hungry striker right
I do
now.
I do so too. Like I mean, I do think that there could have been minutes for him. No, I
Mm-hmm.
guess it's one of the criticism that Arteta has oftentimes been receiving is because he doesn't offer a proper pathway for the academic graduates. And
Yeah.
no, while I feel it's a bit unfair at times, I kind of do see what people are saying. However, I do believe that we might be for the first time I would say in a position to
Yeah.
promise first team football because one, we're going to be playing so many games. You need to rest some of those players. However, I'm also of the mindset that we're trying to win multiple titles this year, multiple trophies this year.
Yeah.
So not relying on a youngster could actually prove to be a good thing for us, right? So that's
Yeah.
why we're trying to get in some other folks. But we'll talk about the transfer market later on. But
They're going for
um,
it.
I good luck to the little youth. Him can play ball. He's a decent striker.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Is he going to be one that I think I might end up regretting? Maybe. Am I
Maybe.
losing sleep over it? Not really. So I
Yeah,
just want to
yeah.
mention that. As I said, I'm more interested that Miles Lewis Kelly and
Mm-hmm.
N1 and One those two players look like proper footballers that could get game time. The
The
Salah
six
youth
foot four
is
centre
also
back.
the
The
this
6 foot centre back that played
Heaven
that day. Heaven.
Heaven
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah
He played well
yeah
as well.
and he
He
played
made the
well
first
and
mistake for the goal, but
exactly but
then
he
after that
recovered
he had a brilliant game.
exactly and you like to see that especially in preseason. Can you have the mental strength and the mental fortitude to
To keep
recover
going.
after making a mistake that leads to goal? So
Yeah.
listen, the youth them look decent. Them can play. They never look out of place. And I
No,
think
facts.
that is one thing that I can settle that we have changed with the academy is where we've realized that the football that our academy is playing has been trying to mirror what the first team is. So when the players do come from the academy, they can
They fit
fit in
right in.
a lot more seamlessly. So
Yeah. It's a system.
I'm optimistic about the youngsters. I'm optimistic of what I've seen in the preseason so far. We've played good football. We still have
Yeah.
a lot of our starters yet to get significant minutes. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to the game tonight. Um, from your end, what would you say? What's up with Liverpool's games?
Not bad. We played Real Betis the other day, and I was really impressed. The earnest build up from the back.
Mm.
It's gonna take some while to get used to but I'm not judging it because we only use Van der Berg and Kwanzaa. So that are two young players who knows all right, cool.
I
Then we
heard
just have
Van
to
der
start
Berg
build up
looks
from them.
good though.
Yeah, he is really good. He's almost at the
Mm.
same level as Gerald Kwanzaa. But the
Mm.
build up is not bad. Conor Bradley looks sharp, Shimikas looks sharp. hopefully Andy Robertson can come back and fit in also. But Curtis Jones beside Wataru Endo, I never thought I would see a double pivot where it balances out so perfect. It kind of reminds me of Granit Xhaka and Thomas Partey. That
Interesting.
we're in an instance, I would class Endo as the Xhaka type where he does the dirty work and the chasing down, and then Curtis Jones just have the more flair, the more take, keep the ball ticking. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Hopefully that looks good when McAllister slots back in, or if McAllister is gonna play the 10. Soboslai was the striker for the one friendly game that we play against Real Betis, and he looked pretty good. You
Yeah.
understand what I mean? But so far, Arne Slot's system, it looks good. It looks good, and I'm quite surprised. I didn't expect the players to adapt so quickly, but it's not looking as bad.
Okay. Okay. All right. I mean, that's good to hear. As I said, we'll get to the transfer market later on because I do think Liverpool might need to start
Mm-hmm.
start looking because I've heard rumors that you guys are waiting until August to start really looking at ballers, and August is
It's not that
tomorrow.
easy. Yeah, it's
So
yeah,
so
August is tomorrow.
so I mean we have to, but even so now we've spoken about a little bit about United, where I think they don't look too bad. I'm not going to lie, and they
No, they
look
don't.
they look
They don't.
promising. The patterns of the patterns of play, you can see something is starting to brew there. Man City, you can never look at Man City. As
Talk
far
about
as
their
the
preseason games.
yeah,
They look really sharp. I watched them against Barcelona last night, and they look really good.
exactly. So
They look really good.
regardless, whether them look sharp or dull is Man City. So we can't watch that. I've
Yeah.
spoken about myself, and I've spoken about one one Liverpool. You've spoken about Liverpool. No, there is a certain big six side.
Big six. You sure?
Them two Champions League trophies, okay, and the
Listen, as we
most
look,
successful team in the last 20 years.
yeah,
Put some respect on the mighty proper Chelsea. Put some respect on the name of Chelsea. But as of right now, they don't seem to be
yo,
putting some respect on the name of the preseason.
all right.
I don't know what is going on with that side.
First of all, can we be honest? Can we be
Mm,
honest? These guys don't get cooked for the shit that they be doing, bro. They
I
do
agree.
not get cooked. Spending a billion on players. First of all, you have Wesley Fofana worrying about Enzo when he should be worrying about playing proper football. You understand? You have the black players beefing with the Argentina players. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, and then these guys don't get beaten for the performances that they put in. It was a one-man show last year. Cole Palmer. Can he do it
Mhm.
again? You really want to put all your eggs in this basket again? Don't get me wrong. Cole Palmer is a general. Don't get
He
me
must
wrong.
be the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, proper footballer. You understand what I mean? But Chelsea is just like trying to stream without a Wi-Fi. You keep having to restart. You understand what I'm saying? Because Pochettino finished this season strong. Then you bring in Enzo Maresca to start all over again. Bro, I seen Booty Ashil, our Body Ashil, or whatever that guy was the name, bro. I seen that guy trying to control a ball. He miscontrol. I believe this guy would miscontrol a ball in FIFA. You understand what I'm saying? This guy's knows that, bro. And then you have Robert Sanchez trying to play out from the back. We've seen this guy at Brighton, bro. He's not a ball playing goalkeeper. Come
He's
on.
not. He's not. He's not.
He's been the
But
first choice last year, and the second choice goalkeeper has looked better. And Chelsea is willing to sell the second choice goalkeeper in Petrovic and keep Sanchez. What is this decision? Instead of buying a proper goalkeeper, you went out and buy Philip Jorgensen for what? What?
I thought they're also linked with another one. Right now, I think Chelsea has been linked with 3 to 5 goalkeepers on top of the 3 to 5 them already have.
But none
No,
of them make one. None of them
I know.
make one. This is the thing. None of them make one, bro. This is the thing. Bro, Chelsea has been a drama club for the past 2 years, bro. The only decent thing about Chelsea is Thiago Silva, Cole Palmer.
Mhm.
This I see. Badia Shield, crap. Reece James can't stay fit. Malo Gusto, good player coming up. Cole Palmer looking
Mm.
good. Nkunku can't stay fit. Jackson, this man, this nigga hairstyle. This nigga should be a stripper. Let's be honest. Then, then in the midfield, we have man like Conor Gallagher. Conor Gallagher, we move it. We
Proper
move it.
Chelsea. Proper Chelsea.
Brother,
Sorry.
look at Mason Mount at Manchester United. We don't need to go any further than that. Then we have man like Caicedo. Proper footballer. Enzo, proper
Mm.
footballer. Then you have
Mm-hmm.
man like Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell, brother, send him back to Leicester at this point. Just send him back. This brother, this nigga is just trying to start a career without a battery, bro. You're not going anywhere, bro. You're not going anywhere. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bro,
You know what? You
this
know what?
Chelsea side is rubbish.
You know what I don't understand about Chelsea, and you touched on it a little bit where you spoke about um relying on Tessasi and relying on Benoit Badia Shield, right?
Body shield.
And
Yeah. Keep on, I get
the
pitch.
best centre back that they have,
Mm-hmm.
they're trying to sell him in Trevor Chalobah. Like I don't get it.
This is the thing. They're saying that it's pure profit. All right, understandably that Chelsea is a selling club where they develop players and sell players. Like man like
Mm,
Charles Masonda, Levi Colwill, them develop them these players and they've been a selling club. This is how they brought in the success. You understand what I'm saying? But fear
mm,
is fear. Trevor Chalobah has been your best centre back. Right? You keep on trying to show hand man like this as Badiashile and all these guys. Understandably, these guys used to be teammates, but they come to England and acting like a marriage gone wrong. You understand what I'm saying? It's like they're trying to fight over the kids, but they don't know where the kids are. You understand what I'm saying, bro? Like how these guys used to be teammates before, and they speak the same language. How? But Trevor Chalobah is proving himself week in, week out. Even if he
yeah,
has a bad game, he doesn't look as bad as them two. But
I
they're trying to
agree.
sell him for pure profit,
I
which I
agree. I
understand is
agree.
pure profit, it's business. But come
Mm.
on, bro. For the betterment of the football club, you're really trying to sell Chalobah over this sassy? Bro, even Levi Colwill. These guys are not even on Levi Colwill's bro. And then they're trying to put on Fofana. Fofana has had two ACL injuries, bro. One after the other. He just come back.
Listen,
Bro,
I've been in
what?
some of the content creation spaces, and I've been hearing certain Chelsea fans saying that this man Fofana is better than Konate. Don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger. This is the yep.
Brother, brother, listen to me. I would put I would put every money in my pocket that Jakob Kiwior has a better season than this idiot. Listen to me, brother. You see this Wesley Fofana, brother. All of these centre backs that they're buying is fraud. Is the Harry Maguire region. They buy him from Leicester City, I believe, right? Harry
Yeah,
Maguire region, bro. Harry Maguire. False hope. This is the
for
thing.
for
False
for
hope.
for about 70 million as well. So you're right.
70 million. You see the thing
I
what I'm
think it's
talking
about
about?
that. Yeah, yeah, it's
Bro,
about that.
their best player right now is Marco Correa, bro, and Cole Palmer.
Oh,
What are these guys on?
and Mark Cucurella, while he can be serviceable as a defender going forward,
It's not ready,
so
bro. And
but
then Chelsea just cannot rely on players to stay fit, which I think is their biggest problem because Christopher Nkunku and Reece James can make a real difference in the Chelsea team. But
I agree. I
can we
agree.
just can everybody just start bantering these guys, bro, for being so shit for the past 2 years? Why everybody trying to give these guys sympathy, bro? I get it. Them buy them way in at the stardom of the league, right? Them buy
Yeah.
them way in at the top six, which I understand because these guys used to have some players, bro. Jesus Christ, you don't want me to go over the names, right? Have man like Sean Gota making these man look like a listen to me. You understand what I'm saying? But come on, brother. Like these guys are rubbish, man. Rubbish. Utter rubbish.
I,
I don't understand where these guys are
I
going to.
agree. And
And
if we want to do a smooth transition, we
yep.
did we spoken about some of the transfer business that Chelsea has been doing for pure profit.
Yeah.
One that they've been apparently linked with, and this would not be but for pure profit,
Uh-huh.
but this would be a somewhat of an exchange. Would be bringing in one Victor Oshimen
Mm-hmm.
while sending Romelu Lukaku the next way because Lukaku has worked with Antonio Conte for quite a bit, and
No,
Antonio Conte has
and take Antonio and
oftentimes
give him
got
his
the
best
best.
football.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about Chelsea getting Victor Osimhen to add to this young, talented, but
Bro,
seemingly dysfunctional Chelsea?
I am going to be honest with you, bro. You understand what I
Mm,
mean? I'm not going to say he's on the level of Darwin Nunes because one thing with Darwin Nunes, he will create chances. You understand? But he
mm-hmm,
might not score them, but he will get some
mm-hmm.
chances created. You understand?
Yeah.
Victor Osimhen is a final end product. Erling Haaland with the finishing of Theo Walcott. You know what? Let me not even disrespect Theo Walcott. Proper finisher. Let me rephrase that. Mikel Antonio.
Jeez.
Mikel Antonio.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, this
That
guy is not
bad.
ready, bro.
Not ready.
Listen to me. I've seen this guy for Nigeria and the Afghan, right? Which I
Yes.
understand Afghan is of a level where it's not the top tier tournament, but it's a decent level of football. 2 shots on target. Two shots on target.
But I
And he
mean,
was scoring.
but Nigeria was somewhat dysfunctional though, if we're being honest.
Okay, all right, fear. This is what I'm saying. It's not a top tier tournament, which I understand. Then for Napoli, I don't want you to forget that the own admins of the Napoli TikTok page was trolling this guy for missing a penalty. Again. He had a wonderful season with Spalletti, right? The season before where they won the league. And then the next season,
With
him go
Kavicha
down a
as
hill.
well.
Exactly. And him go down a hill. At least Kavicha keep the same level of performances, but he made it a striker. And they keep on having to drop Oshimen to play Politano and these guys. But he's not ready, bro. The guy is not good enough, bro. Lukaku going the other way to Napoli, I understand, because Kante always get the best out of time, no matter what.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
But
yeah.
Oshimen coming to Chelsea, bro, this is the thing where I don't understand with these guys. Everybody clone Nicholas Jackson. But one thing you can't complain about this guy, he creates chances. They're just not making
Mm-hmm.
it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
If they place Oshimen in that Chelsea side over Nicholas Jackson, brother,
Yeah.
let me
You think so?
ugly. It's gonna
Because I
be
mean,
ugly.
but
Ugly.
so to reach for his defense,
Mm-hmm.
his goal scoring record is fairly impressive. Like he scored
Mm-hmm.
goals wherever he's been, and
Yeah.
I mean he's been successful. I do think he goes to Chelsea with Cole Palmer. I think they can form a fairly deadly tandem. And I mean, Nicholas Jackson causes problems. He might not finish them,
Yeah.
but does start fires. He causes problems. Caicedo probably under, with a second season probably will start playing better football. Levi Colwell, I see good players. Like is it Kiernan Dewsbury Hall that they signed as well?
Yeah, proper play.
So
Proper
yeah,
play.
so I mean, I think I know the question would be the manager Enzo Maresca. Well, he plays good football, yes, but he almost lost
Mm-hmm.
a sure title with a Premier League team in the Championship. That to me is a big red flag. So I
Trust me,
get the
it is.
questions about Maresca and in his management's not necessarily style, but acumen, his ability. But however,
Mm-hmm.
you have some young players who are growing, who can get better
Yeah.
in a system that may suit them a lot better than how they were playing in the beginning of last season. Because towards the end, you saw they kick into gear a little bit. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be too down on Victor Osimhen. I do think he could be dangerous if he goes to Chelsea. I'm not sure how dangerous he could be, but I would have preferred him at Arsenal. However, we might
That's a
we
better
might
fit.
be going for a different striker. But I still think Osimhen. I don't think he'll be a bad option for Chelsea.
Yeah, but bro, all right, listen. Osimhen did have a supply line. The season he won the league, he had a supply line of Stanisław Loblotka, and then you
Mm-hmm.
have Pietro Zielinski, and then you have
Mm-hmm.
Zambo Anguissa, right?
Yeah,
That's his
yeah,
supply line with Kavicha Kvaratskhelia and Matteo Politano. That's
yeah.
proper supply line. That's proper
I agree.
footballers.
Yeah, that's good ballers.
He's a better fit for a finished product team where you are creating chances. Osimhen will not create your chances. And this is what Chelsea is looking for. Bro,
Mm.
instead of spending that money on Osimhen, go on Amazon and see if you can find a better knee and give Christopher Nkunku. That's a better deal to me. That's a better deal to me.
But all right, no, but so here's where I would put a rebuttal. Wasn't the narrative last season was that Chelsea were creating chances, but Jackson wasn't finishing them? Because
But
didn't they didn't for a lot throughout the season they had the most big chances missed outside of Mr. Big Chance missed, which is Darwin Nunes at Liverpool.
Uncle Darwin, yeah. But this is the thing. This is the thing. Darwin and Jackson have the same conundrum, right? Where
Mm-hmm.
it's a thing where they miss chances, bro, but nobody talks about the chances that they create. You understand what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Jackson
Yeah.
creates a lot of chances because if you watch him against Manchester City in both games. In both games,
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
amazing while creating chances for everybody else. So this is
Even
why
against Tottenham.
exactly. This is why I won't drag him
Mm-hmm.
down, bro. He misses a lot of chances, but he also creates a lot, right?
Yeah,
So he's not
yeah.
the only one missing. But bro,
Mm-hmm.
even the young striker that they bought from Barcelona, I really think that this guy will be pushing for the starting 11 over
Might
Jackson and
might
Christensen.
go
Bro, yeah,
gooey.
the man going, yeah, bro. He's
Oh,
a proper
oh,
baller, bro. With him back
oh
heel,
yeah.
goal, everything. He's proper player. One touch, finishing, everything. He's a proper player.
Him sound
But
like a belly dancer.
trust me, bro. Trust me, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
Chelsea, they're on a pool right now. Not in a good club. In the back of the pool, bro. You see me? Yeah, bro. Back road setting.
Moving
Yeah,
on
bro.
from Chelsea. Moving on from Chelsea. Um, let's go across though. Again, my club. We can quickly glance over it. We have brought in the
Mm-hmm.
Italian defender who I believe is an increase in quality on the left hand side that we have been looking for. We've always spoken about
Here.
our left side being the weakest link in the defense, and I
Mm-hmm.
think we've brought in one of the solid foot defenders in world football, and I'm happy about that. I'm not gonna wax too lyrical about him because we are going after that. Right
Yeah.
now, it seems that Mikel Merino seems to be trying to follow his manager, sharing the same nickname, Mikel, on his way to the Arsenal midfield. And
Yeah.
I remember we spoke the last pod saying that you wouldn't be too impressed with the arrival simply because it isn't necessarily what would move the needle. And while I agree with you, I think he still would be a quality addition, especially if we're going to add more flair. Maybe Ethan Amwanere comes in and plays
Yeah.
a little bit more that creative role. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I think getting him for a price that's about 30 million, I think that's relatively cheap.
Yeah.
To top it off, if we can go ahead and bring in Victor Gyökeres, who I think is a finisher and a half. I'm smiling quite pretty at the prospects of what we could do next season, and I have to hold my hand and say, hey,
Mm-hmm.
Edu, you're doing very well in terms of the purchasing standpoint. We get 34 million for Smith Rowe, which I think is a decent deal. Some of the prices that I'm hearing are quoted for Eddie and
Mm-hmm.
Ketia and Reese Nelson, although it
Listen.
seems Reese Nelson might not be heading out the door because some of the clubs that were inquiring about him have already made purchases because I think West Ham got Somerville and I think Leicester was
Yeah.
looking at another target. So maybe Reece Nelson stays. However, if we can still get Nketiah sold to either Marseille or another Premier League club, I would say
Yeah.
we've done pretty good business this window.
Here. I still think you need to get some more deadwood out the club, man, like Fabio Vieira and them on the stuff. But
I while I agree with Rivera, I think we just have to wait till we can get suitors for him, right? And
yeah.
the problem is we've lost two midfielders. I don't think we want to lose more midfielders while only bringing in one.
Yeah, because let's be
So
honest, that's the only position that you're lacking in. Because throwing Kai Havertz back into the midfield is not an option.
no, that's not an option. That's not an
Yeah.
option. So
Mm-hmm.
the ideal thing would be to maybe get like a Fabio not Fabio Fabian Ruiz on loan, which is what was being spoken about. If we could get him on loan and get in Mikel Merino, plus on top also getting in Jokers, I think that's a 9 to 10 out of 10 window.
Yeah.
We,
Perfect.
we still
Perfect.
we still would
Because
need
mhm.
a straight up backup for Saka, but then again, if we bought in Jokers, then we can have Jesus being a utility player across the front three, where
Yeah.
Gyökeres get rest, Jesus can play up top along with Havertz, and Jesus can play on the right and left. And I'm
Reece
hoping,
Nelson can also play on the right.
yeah, Reece Nelson can deputize on the right as well if he doesn't
Yeah.
leave. So I think we've done decent business so far this window.
Yeah. Finishing. This is the thing where I would rate the window. If you guys bring in Mikel Merino, all right,
Mm-hmm,
cool. And a Joker is all right, 10 out of
mm-hmm.
10 window. But if you guys go another season without bringing in a proper striker, I would not rate it a 10 out of 10 window because this is also avoiding the point of Arsenal is very good defensively, build up
Mm-hmm.
wise, yes,
Mm-hmm.
but chance taking is it's a huge problem now.
Yeah.
Where I see Arsenal should be going for a proper striker. I honestly feel like I say, all right, cool. Y'all get the defender, but while
Mm-hmm.
having the best defense in the league, which I think Calafiori is necessary because Tomiyasu can't stay fit.
Yeah.
Zinchenko is a politician, and
Yeah.
Timber just come back from an ACL injury, so you don't know what to expect, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
Calafiori is an upgrade on the left back position, which I also agree with the David Raya signing. That is also good to get him on a permanent signing. But
Mm-hmm.
then identifying the midfield position where you have Declan Rice playing the eight, getting in Mikel Merino, I think is a proper mistake that I shouldn't be making. But
Yeah.
it's if it's a good buy, it's a good buy. It's 30 million, so you can't complain. But I think Zubamendi should be the Jorginho replacement, bro. You understand? In that midfield. Don't switch it. Keep playing the same thing, but bring Zubamendi in with more legs than Jorginho. You understand? And more intelligent while playing the football. You understand what I mean? That is
Yep.
just in
Yep.
my opinion, though. Then bringing in Jokeris to fight for that striker spot and just have Jesus playing across the front tree on any
Yeah.
random game. You understand? That is a
Mm-hmm.
10 out of 10 window. But
I
again,
agree.
the business has to be done. You understand?
I
Getting
agree.
Calafiori was very unexpected. I hope we don't do that still so we can challenge City properly. Because
Mm-hmm.
City winning this league again, more Guardiola disappointed them last year in contract. You understand what I
Facts.
mean? So I
Facts.
hope I
Facts.
hope Edu already have the plans to can get Jokeris. Because let's be honest, bro. Me not expect Kai Havertz to give 15 this season again.
Why? Like, see, this is what I'm gonna understand. Like, so yes,
All
I'm
right.
not saying Havertz is the greatest. However,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Havertz gave us 13 goals last season while playing 17 games as a striker.
All right, fair, fair. This is what I'm saying, fair. But you also have to remember that this is a thing where Havertz being the striker for you guys is sort of a new thing where him kind of have the height, him lanky, nobody no really want to pick him up. You understand what I mean? This
Mm-hmm.
season now, people more aware of him. Does he have the killer instinct to do it again? You understand what I mean? Can you do it
But
again?
so my question goes to that then. If
Mm-hmm.
more attention will be paid to Kai Havertz,
Yeah.
where them taking that attention from? Because them can't take it from Odegaard and them can't take it from Saka. Them don't never that give no attention to the left side already.
Yeah.
So
Then this is my point. Me
mm,
understand what you say, but this is my point. Free up Saka or Odegaard. Them they go score anyways. I do some little fucker anyways. You understand? This is the thing. Them are go do
you
that
sure
anyways.
you want to do that though? That's my problem, you know. You sure you
Bro,
want to do that? Because
but
you
this is the
double, well,
thing.
I know,
No, but
you well, I
understand
get
that.
listen, well, listen to me.
All right.
You double marking Bukayo Saka
Mm.
and getting 30, was it 35 GA from him while
Mm.
being double marked? Single mark him and something, you know?
No, but this is the thing. You double mark him and it never work, right?
Yes.
Leave him, make him do him. If I go score, I get assist anyways. You understand what I mean? This is the thing. So,
Ah,
all right.
ah.
This is the thing. Remember, you know, once a player is brought to the light, you know, man like Kai Havertz, you know, him bring himself to the light and say, all right, cool, man, have a good season. Bro, you have to understand, say, defenders think like this, where, all right, cool, you have a good season last season are the same thing as this season. You understand? Me, I'm going to stop you at all costs. You understand what I mean? This is the
Mm-hmm.
thing. It's competitive football. Does Kai Havertz have the mentality to keep going, bro? You understand? Maybe the skills them fuck up in brain this season, so we don't know. You understand what
Let
I
us
mean?
see. Let us see. But
Fear,
what I'm saying is,
fear,
I'm
bro.
not going into it saying that we should rely on him, right? But
Yeah, that's
I
like a
don't
man
want
point.
it to, yeah, but I don't want it to make it seem like this guy could never do it because I think he
No,
can.
no.
Because again,
Yeah, he can.
we remember, you know, he had two of those seasons at Leverkusen, you know. Let's not forget, he had two of those seasons at Leverkusen. Then he
Yeah.
went to the graveyard of attackers, which is Chelsea, where the only three attackers that I can say absolutely thrived in the last 20 something years was
Mm-hmm. Eden.
Drogba, Hazard, and
Yeah,
Costa,
Palmer.
right?
Yeah, Palmer young still. So we take Costa for sure. Costa kind of gone.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
Cole Palmer is
No
Cole
dep on
Palmer.
him. No dep
That's
on
that's
him.
an
No dep on
anomaly.
him.
Yeah, that's an anomaly.
Yeah.
But you're looking at
Mm-hmm.
consistent thriving, consistent performances. Has been those
Yo.
three. You had Willian every now and then, and you had
Mm-hmm. Yep.
but see Maluda will be going back way too far. Maluda you're looking at '09, but then that
Yeah,
is 20 years.
them
So you're
go
looking
to
at
all
1
nine,
year
bro.
Maluda was
Yeah.
great, right?
Mm-hmm.
So but you have isolated players. Well, attackers aren't necessarily Chelsea's bread and butter. You're looking at midfield and defense. That's what Chelsea
Yeah.
is usually known for. And especially now in a post Mourinho, post
Mm-hmm.
Conte, post Ancelotti era, where is actually, let's just put it this way, a post Abramovich era.
Yeah.
There barely
Yeah.
any players that
That's what
really
it was.
thrive.
Yeah. Yeah. You have a fair point. You have a fair point. But let's, all right, bro. This is the thing. You
Mm.
know what really disappointed me last year when we watch AFTV and I said the man them a celebrate the 0-0 draw. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. The 0-0
Boy,
draw was
we're going back to
brilliant.
this again.
Yes, because you have to understand this. The 0-0 draw was brilliant. But Manchester City was there for the taking, bro. You understand? This is what defines champions and losers. Because we play Manchester City 2 times. I will go gung ho, bro. Gun for gun, shoot for shoot. You understand what
And
I
what
mean?
were the results?
I think 1-1. Yeah, the game, both game draw. You understand? 1-1.
Both
But
game
we
draw.
no, but this is the thing.
Pause. Both
Uh-huh.
game draw. What were the
Right.
results for us this season? Last season?
I think we're gonna win one and then
Oh, we
there's another. No,
win one.
don't start that.
Okay.
Don't start that. This
Okay.
is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, right? I think we're gonna win the first one, right? And then draw the second one.
Yes.
But this is the thing. You're gonna go down a Man City yard the week when they're vulnerable. Uno should have go for that. Uno should have go for that.
Brother.
Uno should have, no, this no,
Brother.
bro.
All right.
All right,
Hold on. We went no. Hold on. Pause. No.
Hold on. Let me get the point. Hold on, stick a pin. Stick a pin. All right, dog.
We went down to Man
Dog.
City yard when them vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Did they lose at home when them did vulnerable to anybody?
No, me no mean say
Brother, they have not lost at City
Mhm.
for 2.5 years.
All right, cool. Fear. All right.
This
You want to drive at the point there? Cool.
let me
Fear.
understand the
Hold on. All
argument.
right, but hold on. But uno go there and play proper football. This is the thing. What is the use of having the best defense in the league if you cannot go at Manchester City, bro? All right. Uno get the draw. Cool. Fear. This is my point. Uno get the draw. Me get it so uno celebrate it so the league did in a phone and see me. But uno slip up against Aston Villa and them sitting there, which kind of is an anomaly still. But me still think for Arsenal really win the league, you have to beat Manchester City. You have to
You
beat
did.
them.
You don't. Yes, you have to beat Manchester City, but you don't have to beat Manchester City at Manchester City. That's my point,
All right,
right?
fear.
When remember, when Uno win the league, Uno
Yeah.
still never go at Manchester City and win,
No,
You
we
remember
never beat
that?
them. We beat them our
Thank
yardstick,
you.
but we never beat them for the
But,
cup.
but that's the point. Like this narrative where everybody that said, "Oh, we had to go at Manchester City and win."
But this is the thing.
Oh,
We don't
how
have the
about, wait, no, wait,
backbone.
well, how about this? Why Uno not go at Manchester City and win? Why? Why we must go Manchester City and win? Why when Uno don't win league titles, Uno never have to go to Manchester City and win?
No,
Why
bro.
all of a sudden Arsenal have to do that? Me not understand this
Because
narrative with Uno.
because we don't have the backbone. This is my point. We don't have the backbone. The best
Uno
defense
did
in
have the
the
back. It was arguable that Uno
but
had a better backbone.
how?
Van
Brother,
Dijk at the peak of his powers is said to be the greatest centre back the Premier League has ever seen. You had
how we have
the
one, but
greatest
brother.
goalkeeper the Premier League has ever seen. And then all
Yeah,
of a
no,
sudden,
but then,
we
no.
Arsenal must go Man City. Remember, you had one of the greatest, actually the greatest right winger the Premier League has ever seen. Right? One of the greatest right backs the Premier League has ever seen.
Please don't bring up the ball again. We're not talking about GI Joe. You understand what I'm saying? Not GI Joe. We're not talking about GI Joe in this. Don't bring up the ball again. My point is, bro, you have a strong backbone. Zine, Saliba strong, Ben White strong, you have Gabriel strong. This is the thing. Why me personally say Uno should have got for the game is because me know if you fuck say Man City named your score. Them never did a go score. Me could have guarantee a clean sheet. Because this is the thing, right? For Manchester City, beat Arsenal, you rely upon Erling Haaland to have a good game. Saliba was on smoke. Saliba the on smoke, bro. And even though the game draw, we still get chances to win the game because there was a
Thank you
chance
very
where
much. So it's
we
not
still get
like we
chances to win the
went
game.
there for the draw. What
Mm-hmm.
again? What Arteta did, which is what he has always been doing, in the big games. Nullify the opponent and you take your chances. We should have beat Tottenham and we never beat them. We should
Facts.
have beat Uno twice and never beat Uno. We should
Yeah,
have
yeah.
beat especially in the FA Cup match. We should have batter Uno and we never do it.
When you get the
Brother,
chances and mess it up.
I miss them and then they come back
Yeah.
and score and then Diaz score in the final minutes to make it two
Final minute.
2-0. We should
Mm-hmm.
have beat Uno. Like there are a lot of games that we went in where people say, "Oh, we play defensive." No, we nullify City and we're supposed to catch them and take the chances that we created, and we didn't.
Yeah.
However, we went to Man City and held them without scoring for the first time in about a year and a half.
Facts.
Nobody does that to Man City, right?
Facts.
And then
Mm-hmm.
people are saying, "Oh, we went there and parked the bus." So what if we park the
No,
bus?
the bus and that is dragging it. The bus never really park. The bus
My
never
thing
really
is,
park.
it's so strange to me that
Mm-hmm.
everybody who goes for the title, the narrative is in the top six, you win your home games and you get a point away. That has always been the formula for winning the league.
Yeah.
Arsenal did that, and yet still we had to be the one to go to Man City and beat them.
So you
You
have to
know who never do
understand.
that?
Yeah.
You know who never do that? The side that win the Champions League. You know they never do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. The side that win the Champions League go City and couldn't beat them. But Arsenal must come Man City and beat them. It's something I understand. But you know what? We're gonna move on because you are try boil my blood in. And we do unite today.
So,
We're going to
brother.
move on. We're going to move on because you
Cool.
coming at my club, talk about what your club is doing. Why don't you sign nobody yet?
I guess the Eric Ten Hag region, honest lot at this point. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's not disappointed me so far, but I guess he's just getting the players back from injury and the players back from loan, which I all right, let's be honest, Liverpool has a big squad, but a
Mm,
big squad of some good players, some average players. You understand what I mean? Not everybody
mm,
is great or on a level. You understand what I mean? But he's also assessing the options where fair game. I see where he's assessing the options because it's a new formation to the man. Them the system change. It's not going ho football anymore. It's not the gang press where we are go all out anymore. He's actually trying to play out from the back. So
okay.
we lose Joel Matip. We replace him with Sepp Van der Berg, which was already at the club, but he did on loan. He do very well. Kwanzaa
Mm-hmm,
breakthrough. We have Konate. We have Van Dijk. So that is already four centre backs. You understand what I
mm-hmm,
mean? We have two right backs. We have two left backs. Two goalkeepers. Proper goalkeeper. I think we believe we have the best second keeper in the league. Understand?
mm-hmm,
But Ramsdale still at Arsenal, so I kind of argue with that still. But then
mm-hmm.
you're looking at the midfield. We have McAllister, Endo, Curtis Jones. Javier that can go in the same way. Sobos like can play in the same way.
Yeah,
Gravenberch still not have a breakout season as yet. And then forward line, we have options, bro. So and
yeah,
then you have Carvalho come back from a good loan spell as well. Tyler
yeah. I heard
Martin come back
Cavallo
from
was
a
good.
good spell.
Yeah,
Yes, me and
yeah,
Tyler Martin come back from a good spell as well. You have
yeah.
Bobby Clark coming through as well. So I believe it's fair with him saying he's assessing the options. No,
Okay.
my brain is like looking at everybody else. It's just like everybody in your scheme buying a new car, but you're still driving a ladder. It don't make any sense. You understand what I mean? So everybody's just trying to upgrade as well. But this is the
I
thing.
do
He's fair
think.
with saying assessing the options, though. He's fair with it.
Okay. No, see, while I understand that, what I don't want to happen, and I say I don't want happen is when I'm a rival, when the business want to do. If you not selling a club,
Yo,
me alright.
we just get Arsenal a fair assessment and you you
But
know what,
here's it. Let me be honest. Let me be honest. What I don't want to happen, and
Yeah.
I've seen it happen, is clubs use the new manager assessment thing as a PR stunt for not
Mhm.
doing any business upon entrance. Because I do think you guys need a backup, or not backup necessarily, but another centre back for the case where
Mhm.
Kwanzaa might not be up for it, as well as Konate with his customary being 2 months out for the season.
Yeah.
Virgil van Dijk is not getting any younger. And as
Yeah,
much
he
as
might lose.
he's
He
still,
might
to
next
me,
time I lose it.
exactly. And to me, he's still one of the top five right centre backs in the Premier League, right? So
Yeah.
the quality is still there. Is that you just don't lose that. However, hopefully he can age like fine into fine wine like a Thiago Silva. If not, then you do need to start looking at that second coming of, not necessarily of a Virgil van Dijk, but a second proper centre back that is younger to come in. Also, I do believe you need a finisher. You guys have attackers. You need a finisher. Again, as I'm saying, Diego Jota as well will give you his customary 2 to 3 months of missing games.
But
So
then him come back and finish everything, bro.
yeah, but again, in those 2 to 3 months of missing,
He can miss.
Darwin Nunes is also will be missing while playing. So this is what I mean in terms of Mohamed Salah has transitioned his game
Yeah,
as
yeah.
from
A
being the
creator.
alternate goal scorer to being an actually elite creator. It don't
Yeah.
look pretty, his creation, but it's effective. He creates a lot
Exactly.
of
So in the
chances.
corner, outside, foot
Yeah,
inside.
man, I mean, regardless of how you feel about him, he's an exceptional footballer.
So
And
no,
he
me give
creates
him props to the transition. Me give him props to the transition. Because I
so
never fight him
but
for the transition.
and in this case, you need someone, if it's even for be world class at tapping. He might go get a lot of tap-ins because of Mo Salah.
Me
Maybe
feel, me
maybe
feel,
you can get another midfielder and suppose like can operate in the spaces that he used to operate for Hungary as well as was it Leipzig in the day?
Leipzig, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you have a couple signings I think that you can make to bolster the side to, I guess, cushion the blow of losing one of the greatest managers I've ever seen. Because
Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't know, I can count on Arne Slot to being one of the best managers in the league right off the bat. However, if he's a competent enough manager, while you have some corner piece players, you just need a finisher. And I think you're right back in maybe not challenging, but being
For
that
top four
third
placement.
team. Yeah, no, that even above, you just snug in third
Yeah.
between the top two, which
Yeah.
regardless, football is football. So we can have a crap season and you find yourself back in the mix like how you did last year. You never know, but you
Yeah.
still need to be in the position to capitalize on those chances if they are presented.
But all right. I understand why everybody has said the lack of signings. We also have to understand that nobody never come to Liverpool to play for Liverpool. Nobody never come to play for Liverpool. They come to play
I
for
think you
Jurgen
sell
Klopp.
yourself short, but I hear you.
No, nobody no come to play for Liverpool. Then come to play for Jurgen Klopp. Remember this, bro. If you did come to play for Liverpool, wouldn't have man like Jordan Henderson, wouldn't have man like Gini Wijnaldum, wouldn't have man Ricky Lambert. you know them thing there, bro. Fabio Borini, Aquilani, John Flanagan, Danny Aga, and the list goes on, bro. You see me? None of them man never come to say, oh yeah, we come to play for. No, them come to play for Liverpool because that's the heights of them career, right? No, Jurgen Klopp come in, we assign man like Virgil, we assign man like Alisson, Mane, Salah. You understand? And even that is not a huge step up. Like you say, all right, we are going Man City go sign a Julian Alvarez. No, you can't
Mhm.
go do that right now. Plus, honestly, don't even have the clout itself. So nobody now really want to be the man we say, oh, I come after Jurgen Klopp, come take up. Nobody know are really going at the trap there. You understand what I mean?
That's true.
But with that being said, we still are Liverpool, but we just have to be patient, bro. If that means so we have to go through a rough season, we have to go through a rough season. But even then, me still not think we have to have a bad season because there are players
Yeah,
there,
nah.
though. There are players
That's
there,
the
though.
thing. Yeah. So you didn't lose anyone super influential or super substantial
Nobody
to
have
how you guys
accurate ball.
played, right? Everybody is returning. Now, granted, everybody is a little older, and because your side was your cornerstones are already kind of old, it's not the same thing as in a
Yeah.
sense in our case where our best players gain an age and experience because they were
Yeah.
young. We expect them to be a little
Odegaard,
better.
bro.
You guys are already technically in the twilight, so getting older technically might make you a little bit worse.
Yeah.
However, you still can depend on that because nowadays in modern football, modern medicine and stuff like that, you can prolong that aging period. So
Yeah.
you guys should still be a very good side. You guys, I don't still look at you guys or look at a Chelsea or a Spurs
Yeah.
and even a Manu. I think you guys should still be better than those the rest of the pack. So while I might not say, oh, you might not be in the title race like how you were last year, you still be
But
comfortable
you'll be there
in that
early.
third spot and maybe pick up a cup.
Mm-hmm.
So I still do think that with signings, because as one of the YouTubers that I listen to, I forgot I think it was either it might have been Redman or it might have been Tom Little, where I said this is more of a consolidarity type of period where
Yeah.
you just bring in, you want to make sure you steady the ship until you start rebuild again. And sure, steady the ship. I still think you should be very competitive while steadying the ship. Competitive in terms of if a chance is there, you grab it. But if
Mm-hmm.
not, you shouldn't be falling off to the
Yeah.
distance like a down the table sixth, seventh, eighth. No, I don't think
Like a
Liverpool
Chelsea.
fans should be expecting that. No, exactly. We shouldn't be.
But
We shouldn't. I shouldn't have to scroll to page two to find your side.
yes, I see more.
Yeah, yeah. So that shouldn't be the case for
Hey
Liverpool.
yo, yeah, facts.
So
This is the thing though, bro. This is what I'm saying. Like Virgil van Dijk has been touted to leave the club. Trent upon him last year, I'm contract him a flirt to Real Madrid. Robertson over 30. You understand what I mean? So the main
mm,
players, bro, I think they're questioning their role in the team. And I think this is the year where it make and break it, them decision if them are gonna leave or
that's
stay.
fair.
You understand what I mean? So this
Yeah,
is what I
yeah.
say, like some of these players, we're not gonna send them back out on loan. Tyler Martin, Bobby Clark, Ricardo Fabio Carvalho. You understand? These
Hmm.
players that are going on loan and having a good season, say Van der Berg, you understand? We are gonna keep them and see how them can develop throughout the season. Which I do
Hmm.
understand, which where the players might be questioning if new players are going to come in or whatever, but I still think there are a lot of players trying to grab a chance in the team because let's be honest, Harvey Elliott need a starting position this year.
Hmm.
McAllister not give up him starting position. Soboslai is the odd one out, but in play striker the other day against Real Betis and he looked really good. Back to
Okay.
goal, turning, shooting, he looked really good. But
Okay.
there's still something missing in the team where I don't trust Wataru Endo and the Curtis Jones. But even
Mm.
though them look good, I still don't trust it. I still
Fair.
don't. I still don't trust it.
Fair.
No.
All
Mm-hmm.
right. Um, we'll see with Liverpool as we'll see where all the other teams
Mm-hmm.
fall in line as well. But
Yeah.
we're going to do something a little different, right? As opposed to genuinely we just talk and we end out the show on
Mm-hmm.
certain topics. Right now, we're going to do a little Premier League prediction table based on some of the
Okay.
things
Yeah.
that we've seen in the preseason, based on some of the things that we've seen from the transfer window, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you to give me a second while I set this up.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I am learning. I am currently learning what is going on right now. So give me a second.
This is currently.
So you give me a second. All right. So all right. So what we're going to do,
Mm-hmm.
we'll be
Yep.
doing, as I said, a Premier League ranking right now. We're
Mm-hmm.
looking at the teams in the Premier League and where they rank. We can try to do them in order, but as you see, there are elite tier teams, high tier, mid tier, low tier, and poor. And we can
Mm-hmm.
reserve the poor for the relegation teams, and then we can reserve elite for the title challengers. And then we fall in line high tier. We're looking at the top four to European spots, and then mid tier we're looking at the
Yep.
mid tables, and then we're looking at low tier teams that are battling for relegation but not quite getting to relegation. If you get what I mean. So
Yeah.
where we can start from the poor tier and we go all the way up. So in your opinion, Dilford,
Mm-hmm.
who do you think will be relegated this season?
I go
And folks, ignore
with
the Cardiff City. Cardiff shouldn't be here, but yes.
Ipswich.
Oh, Ipswich. See, I thought Ipswich would have done some business, and they didn't. They haven't done much of what I thought they would have done because they were linked with
They only.
getting both
Mm-hmm.
Eddie and ASR, and I thought if they'd done that,
Mm-hmm.
they'd have done enough to stay up. But yeah, I just haven't seen them do. the business that
Don't
I
get me
thought.
wrong,
They're doing
they
business,
got
but
good
yeah,
players. They got good players,
but
but yeah,
just not enough. All right,
not
so all
enough.
right,
No.
you think they would finish bottom of the table?
Yes, Ipswich
Okay,
and go for a shocker in Everton.
I've heard that quite a few people have saying that Everton are would be going down, and I think the loss of Onana is actually significant to them.
Detrimental, bro.
And
Detrimental.
I think keeping Brandthwaite isn't
Exactly.
bad either. So I think that's good for them. But
Mm-hmm.
losing Onana is pretty big. And who do you think is your
They signed some.
last
They
team?
signed some good. They signed some good players also. And then I'm gonna go for. I wanna say Southampton. Yeah, Southampton. Southampton has
Okay.
not. I don't. At the end of the day, I don't even think they deserve to be back in the Premier League season.
Mm.
I
I
think they
have
just
Burn
edged. I
here. I
think they
don't know
just
why
edged
Burn
it
is
over
still
Leeds
here. But yeah.
United.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I have teams here that shouldn't be here, but yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who is the next? I think we're missing
And what's
some
the next
teams
tier?
now. Low tier. So teams that
Mm.
are probably
All right.
battling for relegation but aren't necessarily in relegation.
Leicester City.
You
Go
think
for
Leicester
Leicester
is going to
City.
be okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
they don't have the Enzo Maresca football, and then I think I'm gonna go with but Bournemouth this year.
Oh, so
They're
okay,
gonna they're gonna have
Bournemouth.
some they're
Okay.
gonna have some up and down results, but nonetheless fear. Then Fulham.
hmm Okay.
Then
You
Fulham.
think Fulham, even with ASR, will be struggling for relegation, but not quite getting there. But okay.
Yeah, not plus them lose Joe Paulinho, which I think is
Yeah,
very
that's a big
bad
miss. That's
loss.
a big miss. That's a
Yeah,
big
that's
miss.
a very bad loss. Plus them side
hmm
at eight and then lost Tosin too. So let's be
Yeah.
fair, Tosin is a big miss also.
Yeah.
And I want to say Wolves, but no, I don't think so. Wolves is like a team.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I realize I don't have Villa, so here's what we're going to use Burnley as
Cardiff
Villa
City.
here.
All
hmm
right, cool. All right, fair.
So, all right.
Mm-hmm.
So who's next? I will go and use
All right,
Cardiff
this
as
year
first.
is
Let's do that way.
mid tier. All right, I think I'm gonna go with Crystal Palace mid table.
Okay. Okay. Crystal Palace
After
mid-table.
losing
All right.
Oli said decent signings with Daichi Kamada and other players like that.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Aston Villa as well. I
Oh, you
don't
think
think they
Villa's
cope
gonna be
well.
down here?
I don't think they cope well with the pressure of being in the Champions League.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna have Wolves as well. Wolves and Brentford.
So you think Wolves would finish above Villa?
Yes.
Interesting.
They don't have the pressure of playing in like they don't have the pressure of playing in European competition, but they also have
Mm-hmm.
key players staying, which I think is really good. Pedro Neto is staying, Mateo Cunha is staying, Sarabia, I
But
think they signed Sarabia on a permanent deal. Mario Lemina is over.
so
So
so if so if I get this correct, you think West Ham finishes above Aston Villa?
yeah,
Because I don't
yeah.
believe so. I don't believe so. Because Villa has done
No,
some good business.
yes, but the pressure of playing in the Champions League is it because I found out last season it's not that easy for
That's
a
true.
small club like that.
But mid-table. But all right, this is your list. Your list.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
who's next after Brentford going up the table?
Who's next after Brentford? All right. Mid range, I go Manchester United.
Okay. Wait, what?
Yeah, Manchester United gonna have a good season.
Yeah, but remember, it's we're still not in high
Mm.
tier yet, You said Manu out
Are
of
we
the
not
top
in high
four.
tier?
No, man. Brother, look on the side
No,
of
no,
me have
no, no,
left.
no, 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 no. We are go Brighton. We're going to go Brighton. We think we gotta go
Okay,
Brighton.
okay, okay, okay.
We go
Because
Brighton.
remember,
Yeah, think
this
Brighton
is
next
the
year.
European spots. So you're looking at probably
Yeah.
one through. So this is 1 and 2. So you're looking at 2 through maybe 7 in this area here.
All
So,
right, cool.
so we have Brighton here.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we are gonna go to West Ham. Still have
Okay,
West
so
Ham in our tier of
West Ham
football.
to
West
finish
Ham are
above
going to make
Brighton.
European football again. Yes.
So if
Plus
they're
the
gonna make
signings,
European,
The signings of West Ham make plus player sales. I think it's a
yeah.
pretty good window. Plus, I don't. Who's the new manager, anyways?
Isn't it
It's not
Lopetegui?
David Moyes. Moyes, yeah, it's Lopetegui. Bro, they're gonna have a good season, bro. If it's
So
Julian
remember,
Lopetegui, bro, he's gonna have a good season.
we have 7 teams here. So you think West Ham is
Mm-hmm.
going to? You said West Ham might finish in Europe.
I think
Can't.
they're good right there. Yeah.
Okay.
You know
All
what?
right.
You know what? Just to be sure, I'm gonna move
Mm-hmm.
Aston Villa a tier above. Just to be sure, I'm
So you
moving
can
Aston
move.
Villa a tier above.
So you can move Arsenal
Yeah.
Villa up here.
Yes, I'm moving Aston
All
Villa a
right.
tier above. Just
All
because
right.
the players that they re-signed, Cameron Archer, Philo G, Ross Barkley, I think they have enough to cover. You understand? But
Okay.
losing
So
Douglas
here's what
Luiz and Diaby, I think is a
I'm
big
gonna put them
loss.
here for now.
Yeah.
Let's full out the board and then we're going to
Mm-hmm.
move on who we need to
All right,
move
go and
at the end of
customize.
it.
All right,
So
fair.
yeah. So then who you thinking coming ahead of Aston Villa?
Chelsea.
Okay. So
I
Chelsea
think
would
they
be
struggle,
here.
but they should finish strong. Um,
Okay.
Newcastle. No, all right. You know what? Newcastle also. Let me go with Newcastle also.
Okay. So then Newcastle will probably be the first team in this tier.
Yep. Then I'm gonna go
Mm.
Manchester United.
Manchester United above them.
Yeah, I still think them are gonna have problems because I don't know if I'm me alone watching Manchester United games, but Eric Ten Hag look like he's the assistant manager for Ruud van Nistelrooy, but that's a deal. Honestly, bro, the cameras is always on this guy, and he just looks like he's the manager. He's just there with his arms folded like that, while Eric Ten Hag is just killing up himself. And when the players
Fair.
come for instruction, they don't go to Ten Hag, they go to Van Nistelrooy. So I
All
think
right.
he will be the manager, but it will take a turmoil from Eric Ten Hag, and knowing him, it won't be that long. So
Fair.
that tier, and then Tottenham as well. We got
Okay.
Tottenham as well. Mm-hmm.
So we'll go Tottenham here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
And
now
then
we're looking at the top three.
I put Liverpool in the tier there. I
All
put
right.
Liverpool there.
So
Mm-hmm.
okay. So we have Liverpool here.
To be fair. Yeah, my manager first season, nah, kill him.
All right. So 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Who you think is finishing second, Bilford?
This might change depending on how Arsenal finish August. But
Mm-hmm.
but I think Arsenal are gonna do it this year.
Okay. So you have Manchester City, then
And then
Arsenal. So
Arsenal.
I have 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we might be
Mm-hmm.
missing one team from here.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be, let's see. We have
Mm-hmm.
so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we're missing a team. So who am I not taking account for?
Southampton, Leicester, Everton, Brentford.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Forest. I'm going to use Watford for
Forest.
Forest. Where are we going to put Forest? Can put Forest probably around here, low tier.
Yeah, the Leicester tier.
Okay.
They're still relying on the signings that they made like a season ago,
Yeah.
which I don't think they signed any good players, and that's not good enough for a team battling for relegation. They're still
Okay.
relying on man like Morgan Gibbs White, so I don't think they will be above anything other than fighting for relegation spots.
Okay. So now,
Mm-hmm.
what we're saying now, we have Arsenal, City,
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool, and
Liverpool.
Spurs being the top four.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we then have Manchester
City Castle Spurs
United.
not top six.
So
Mm-hmm.
they were Manchester United, Newcastle being the Europa League spots,
Yep.
and then Chelsea getting Conference League
Mm-hmm.
or Villa. Chelsea or Villa.
Chelsea.
All right, so we
I
have
think I think
Chelsea.
I think Unai is a cup manager. Unai is a cup manager. This is why I
Okay,
think like Aston Villa won't be focusing mainly on the league because they won't be
okay,
challenging for the title. Let's be honest. So
okay,
I think Unai will be trying to go for the Champions League. So
okay, okay.
yeah,
All
it's
right,
gonna take a toll upon them season.
all right. So basically,
Mm-hmm.
folks, you want to look at the first two lines essentially and the last line as the
Mm-hmm.
most important parts. And Dilford has Ipswich, Everton, and Southampton to be relegated. He has Arsenal
Mm-hmm.
as champions, and he has
Yeah.
Liverpool and Tottenham running off the Champions League spots along with City, of course. And then he has Manchester United finishing ahead of Newcastle and Chelsea. But Manchester United being the first Europa League spot, with Newcastle edging Chelsea, while Chelsea again plays their football in the Conference League for the second year in a row. Proper Chelsea. So,
Proper
folks,
choice. Up the
this
blues.
is Dilford's Premier League prediction, and that is the end of our show. Thank you, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Again, let me put the banner up to remind you guys to hit the like and
Share
subscribe
and
to
subscribe.
the channel. We're on our way,
Mm-hmm.
folks, to 50 subs. We're just starting. We're trying to get there.
Just starting.
And
We're
we're
building. We're
making a
building.
goal for ourselves. But again, thank you, everybody, for
For
tuning
tuning
in.
in.
And
Mm-hmm.
we will see you guys on the next show. Have a
Proper
good one.
choice.
Big up. And we're out. Peace and love, everybody.
All right.